your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Spartans will get us started with the opening kickoff. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Allen. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. There he goes to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Boyd. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pulls it in. It's Kelly. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Firing to the right, complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Quarterback keeper. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this 1st drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give on the inside. He's stopped after picking up 1 to the 23. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Makes the grab. It's Singleton.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Aller. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The run from the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50.
Oh, he's got some space. He smashes his way through again. Touchdown, Penn State. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Kelly. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
That's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
Back to throw, it's Childs. Here comes the heat. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. First play of the period, 1st down here. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They didn't.
They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for us.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Ross. Breaks into the open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Caught near the sticks. It's McCray. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's McCray. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins, guys.
Turning it on! He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Child. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. The connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw again. Trying to barrel in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a man. It's Child. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Throws for the tight end. Trying to pull his way in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Smarty. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Takes the easy one to the back. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Brought near the sideline, it's Ross.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Penn. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to 44. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Hudson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Childs. Bringing the heat. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Boyd. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Spartans can really attack on this second and short. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Man, did he have a read on that one and almost had the pick. It'll be third down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on third down. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the move, it's Singleton. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note. Yeah,
it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They'll put that return to but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Side.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Gonna run it. It's Allen. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got it behind the line. It's Allen. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Running into the open space. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chain.
Obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Looking downfield, it's Allen. Oh, they're after him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Allen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Barrels ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Dropping back, it's Allen. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Fitted in the window for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's McCray. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Allen. Makes one man miss. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Behind his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They'll give it to the back. Showing off the arm. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He's got it again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
To throw, it's Allen. Good timing on the quick out. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to NC State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lowers those pads. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Keep it simple, stupid. A dive play. That's been in the football playbook since the beginning of time, and they just gashed him right up the middle of their defense.
Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On target to the left. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Child. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here lately.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
A really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, now forcing a fourth down.
Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
To the air, it's Childs. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
On third down, he drops the throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's got him this time. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB when you need him in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Childs. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. That's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the 4th.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as